All right, so this is take two. I just sat for probably 3 minutes and we're talking and didn't realize it didn't actually fully connect to go live. So that's my technology little blip for this Monday already. But what I came on to say and what I said before was really good. And unfortunately, you won't get to hear it the same way because I doubt that I will be able to communicate the same message that I was just sharing. However, today, um, one thing that's been on my mind today is just feeling disconnected with life, disconnected with, myself, disconnected with business. And I wanted to sit down and kind of just give myself a little bit of presence and to try and figure out, like, where is this disconnect coming from? Like, why do I feel like this is happening? Can I see what's going on? And, I think what I came up with were a couple of things that I've noticed just today, just this morning, of like why I'm feeling a little bit disconnected. And one of those reasons is I am a list maker. Like, I need a to do list every day of important tasks that need to be done, meetings that I have, things that I need to work on that I have deadlines for. And usually I plan out my next week like Thursday or Friday of the previous week. And I didn't get that done this previous week. We've got some family things going on, and we were preparing to travel, head to Colorado to my father-in-law's celebration of life. And so my mind was just more focused on what do I need to do to prepare for the weekend, to get packed so we can take off. And so I didn't get my this week plan done last week. And so when I'm starting out Monday morning, I'm feeling a little disconnected. I'm feeling a little frustrated because that plan isn't already in place. And I'm feeling this rush, this pressure of like just getting going, getting to work, getting things done. So I've been using last week's list, which can be not fully effective, but it can be helpful until I can make this week's to do list and get it all planned out. But one thing that I also noticed, and maybe this is you too, but I'm busy in that there's a lot of things happening, a lot of moving parts in our life. You have that as well. If you've got kids, kids in sports and everything, you've got a lot of moving parts and pieces, work and, a spouse and groceries and laundry, all the things, right? It happens. We all have a lot of moving parts and pieces. And sometimes navigating in between those can feel frustrating, can feel overwhelming. And I find with the people that I work with, and even of myself, that sometimes moving from one task to another, from one business to another one, can feel, again, overwhelming, can feel a little heavy, and can feel a little clumsy, right? And so, one thing that I'm really trying to implement is, everybody talks about calendaring your time, and that's all well and good. But one thing that I am trying to implement is I calendar, I time block, I do those things. But sometimes I need to go from one task to another. Sometimes I, need to focus on one, from one business to another one or handle something. And even if it's time blocked, an important tool that you can use in that time blocking or from moving from one task to another is just to get up and leave your desk or leave the area for like 5 minutes. Get up and run to the bathroom. Get up and refill your water. Get up and, just take a look outside. Look out your window. Step outside. Take a deep breath, right? Breathe some fresh air. Get some sunshine on your face, even if it's for 5 minutes, because it allows you to actually change from one mindset to another, from one focus to another. It allows your brain to take a step back and to then come back in. It's like leaving a room and coming back into a different room, right? And I just don't think that this is talked about a whole lot. And it can be a very, very effective way of just being more present in the task at hand. It's not always possible to do with, every new task or such, but it can be beneficial when you're really moving from, like, say, bill pay working on your money plan to reaching out to potential clients and customers, right? It can be really effective going from, creating your social media content to paying for, getting the kids enrolled in school, right? Like just changing that mind frame, stepping out of the room and coming back in. It can be really powerful for just that reset of your brain. And, so it's just a strategy that I'm going to use, try to use going forward to really have my focus be more on what is the task at hand, what's the business that I'm working on, um, and help to clear out some of the clutter a little bit. We'll see how it goes, but I'm curious. Like, have you done this? Has it been effective? What's another tip? Like, I'm all ears for sharing and hearing what you are using. So, that's my question for this week. This Monday. Share your tips, share your ideas. Let me know if you've tried this before. If you, did it work? Did it not work? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. So, with that, I will say goodbye for now, friend, and I'll talk to you next week.